Hi everyone, Mitch Jackson, NewWorldLawyer.com. Two game-changing books came out this week and they're must-reads. You got to take a look at them. The first book is Gary Vaynerchuk's The Thank You Economy. Wow, what a powerful read. Gary talks about, in my opinion, putting old school techniques, developing relationships with your clients, getting to know your clients, engaging them with passion, sharing information with them, using these old school techniques in a modern society, using social media, using the internet, using offline techniques. This book will change businesses. Read it, apply it to your practice, apply it to your business, and you're going to be in good shape. The second book that I'd like to talk about briefly is Guy Kawasaki's Enchantment. Enchantment's all about wowing your customers. It's all about learning how to smile again. It's how to make an impact with your customers. And what Guy's done is he's shared tools and techniques that have worked for him to take companies like Zappos, to another level, and how you can incorporate these techniques into your business. So get both of these books, read them, digest them, highlight them, talk about them with your friends, and incorporate these techniques into your business and practice. Now, both these books are excellent. However, it's all about developing relationships with your clients, and neither one of these books talked about what to do with the information once you get it. Once you develop a relationship with a client, you can't remember all the details of your relationship with that particular client. What you need to do is keep track of the information. Keep track of your contact, your client, your prospects, contact information, wife's name, children's name, what their interests and hobbies are. Since my very first client back in 1986, I still have that gentleman's information in our database. I know what his favorite book is. I know his wife's name. I know where his kids are going to school, what his hobbies are. I know what community service organizations he's involved with. That information is cross-referenced with some other groups in my database. So if I have a Rotary function in Newport Beach, I know by doing a search that I can give him a call and let him know something's going on just down the street at the Balboa Bay Club. It's an amazing tool. Some of the things that we include in our database, other than just your basic contact information, is I like to include anniversaries, birthdays. I like to include where someone went to school. A lot of us are passionate about where we went to high school or college, or law school or MBA school. And, we follow the sports programs. We follow their success on Wall Street, whatever it might be. Keep track of that information and be able to cross-reference it so that when something happens in the news, you can shoot that person an email. You can direct message them on Twitter and let them know what you think about that accomplishment. Affiliations. We keep track of affiliations. I have a contact spot in our database where I'll put whether or not this person's affiliated with the National Hockey League, with the Rotary International Organization, with local trial lawyers organizations. Whatever that person's affiliated with, we keep track of that. And this information comes up during a normal conversation. You're not quizzing somebody to get answers to all this information, but while you talk to people and as information is shared, keep track of this information so that you can use it next year, 10 years, or 20 years later. We also keep track of special interests. In other words, what do people like to do when they're not in the office? Do they like to ride motocross, sailboard, surf? Are they a tennis player, a golf player, things like that? Keep track of all this information. It's going to come back and help you in the future when developing and improving your relationship with the customer or prospect. We also like to keep track of what significant career history this person's had. Have they worked themselves up through a company? From box boy to CEO. Have they started off at company A, worked at company B, and then company C? Many times somebody working at company C has contacts that can help you or your clients at company B or company A. So keep track of their career record and have a feel for what's going on. You can search your database later and use this information to help your clients, to help your prospects, and to help grow your company. We also like to keep track of non-business accomplishments In other words, you might have a client that is the president of a company, but he also was just elected to be president of his local Rotary Club. And so you want to keep track of that stuff so that you can use that information to genuinely interact with somebody, share information, invite them down to your club to speak with respect to whatever their interest is, whatever their passion is, and things like that. We also have a section for important other matters. Everybody has something unique about them in life, and when you meet somebody, you got to keep track of that information. Somebody may be really good at telling jokes. Somebody may be just, an amazing statistician with respect to NFL rushing yards. I mean, whatever that person's passion is, make a note in your database as to what this person's wow factor is. What does this person do better than anybody else you've ever met? Do this every day. Do this with your social media contacts. Keep track of all this information. And when you need it, it will be there. When you need to help somebody find a good referral to a good doctor, a good lawyer, a good shoe salesman, whatever it might be, you can go into your database and help somebody and share that information. So make sure you get the book, The Thank You Economy. I can't recommend it any more than I already have. Get Guy Kawasaki's book, Enchantment. It's just an amazing read, and incorporate some of the tools we talked about for keeping track of all the information that you accumulate while using social media, while building your relationships. Keep track of all that in your database, whatever database you use, on or offline, and you'll be setting yourself up for future success. Well, that's about it. I hope you found this information useful. It's helped us over the last 25 years, and I know it will help you too. Take care and make today your masterpiece.